Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we'll be doing something a little different. First off, recording with my voice. Now understandably I'm a little sick, so obviously you're going to hear a lot of that sickness coming through, and we'll also be covering one of my favorite players in the Premier League, Rayan Cherki. Now his stats are really good. 96 tight possession there is immaculate, just simply immaculate, and he has great speed and acceleration too, along with nice kicking power. His balance is 91 and his stamina is 85, which is great. His skills are amazing and simply a great card. Now we're jumping into some Division 3 to play, and our first opponent is going to be pretty tough, I can't lie. Like, genuinely, he's going to be tough. I mean, look at that collective strength. I mean, simply wow. And look at that squad. I mean, dude, it's going to be tough. It's going to be absolutely brutal if I can even win this game with my team. And now jumping into this fixture, I mean, I'm pretty excited about Cherki, obviously, for his goal against Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal are going to bottle the league again, but onto the match. My opponent here, he gets like the first thing, and then boom, he kind of sells it there. But we have a counter here, and we're actually working on a pretty good angle. Cherki on the ball, he gives a nice pass over to Mbappe. Mbappe gives it back to Thuram. Thuram gives it to Guardiola. Thuram gives it back over to Mbappe. Mateus Nunes over to Thalvin. Cherki, I decided to go for the double roulette, and that fails. So yeah, again on the attack here. Cherki, what a skill to get past Rayan, and boom, God saves it. Nice. From the corner, we get the two options, and I get rid of Nunez, and then Doué decides, let me take a shot, and it deflects out again for another corner. And this time it doesn't work out, but we get the ball, and again, it doesn't work out at all. And they go on the counter, and they score a crazy good goal, so it's not looking good. Again, Cherki on the ball here. Thuram, Guardiola, Guendouzi, Cherki, Mbappe, Thuram over to Doué. Over to Guendouzi, but Guendouzi's pass wasn't the best. Yamal from the opposing side was making a run, but Heaven was able to smother it nicely. Again, we get the ball off of that. I don't know, whatever that was. And then Cherki sent a wonderful, I mean, immaculate through ball over to Mbappe to get that first goal. I mean, simply, wow. What a finish. I mean, I was like in shock, you know? So, 1-1, scores are level. Again, his Kaká making a run, but we stopped that. And then Cherki makes that pass over to Thalvin. Nunez makes that pass over to Thuram, but it gets cancelled out. And eventually we go to halftime 1-1, so it's disappointing, and we make one change by bringing on Salah. That's it. Yamal making a run, and then Boston. I mean, it was wraps from there. I was like, shoot, it's over. 2-1. We're jumping over now to another clip, and then boom. Cherki can't finish, but Mbappe does. I mean, wonderful. Simply wonderful. I mean, wow. So now 2-2, games level. And I'm thinking, you know what? Why did I just do what I did? And goes through, and I mean, goes through like 3 players, 3 defenders, you know? So like, that's like big time Yamal for you, you know? He'll kill you. I don't know what kind of confusion this is in the box, but like, what in the world is going on here? But we do get a nice ball into the counter. Thuram passes it in, and it deflects out for a corner. that corner doesn't result in much, and they actually get the ball again, so it's unfortunate, but nothing stems from the shot by Lamine. And eventually we go into make some subs, nothing too crazy, just bringing on some guys that can help us really to finish the job. Now, after that counter, now we're countering, making a counter of our own here. Griezmann swings it for Cherki, but overall, you can't get over Van Buiten's head, so that's unfortunate. But a little mistake here. Griezmann, nice pressing from Griezmann, and he gets the ball, and then he plays a pass over to Cherki to make it 3-3 in the dying minutes. And this is how the game ends. So overall, a great showing from Cherki. I mean, a goal and an assist, great stuff, and that's what we expect. And this is my opponent's team. And for the second match, pretty good, can't lie. I think this is going to be tough, so let's get into it.
Hello everybody and welcome to today's match.
Now, jumping into this game, expectations are pretty high. I don't think we can lose this one as much as we think we should. So I'm kind of excited, but I'm kind of worried at the same time. And Doué here making some dribbles. Zubimendi finding a nice ball through the middle for Mbappe, and then Doué looking for a shot, but doesn't work out in the end, unfortunately. And they actually go on the counter with Ronaldinho, but it's looking good until Saliba comes back and gets it, and then Zubimendi here on ball again over to Doué. Doué here. Doué is tricky, but I think I need to retrain him. He's not looking so hot for me. Again, Partey, Doué, Cherki on the ball here, and he misses just by narrow. Nothing too crazy, narrowly, nothing crazy. Again, they're on the attack, but Zubimendi gets the ball. Mbappe here, Cherki again. Oh, he goes for the finesse, but barely misses once again. This is disappointing. I mean, wow, what a defense there. I mean, luckily Murillo was there. I mean, I don't think we would have. I think that would have been a goal. Mbappe here making that run. He fakes Cellini. I go for the little spin, and then I kind of messed that one up. So, yeah, that's how the first half ends. I mean, we just like to share the spoils, you know? And jumping into the second half, I mean, it's looking great, you know? I'm kind of hyped, you know? I kind of want to win this thing, you know? And then he just cooks me. Like, genuinely, like, what in the world was that? Like, it was game over, you know? It was game on, you know? Now everything is alive, basically, you know? Salah here, taking the run. I mean, I don't even know what that skill move was, but it worked, so... You know, Partey song here into Mbappe, and Mbappe was offside as he made that walk back in. It wasn't immediately out. Salah here, side stick shot, but it's blocked instantaneously. We recycle possession, and Cherki decides to take a shot too, and it goes out for a corner. That corner leads to absolutely nothing once again, so now we're jumping into another sort of speedy scene where they're making a counter, and we block that successfully. Doué to Partey Son, Mbappe into Cherki, and Cherki finishes brilliantly to get us level. So now, and then that's how the game ends. So, I mean, 2 games, 2 draws. I mean, I'm kind of mad at this point. I'm like, why can't I just get a win? But it's like, it's looking good. And now we're jumping into our 3rd game. I mean, what an opponent's team, as you just saw. And now I'm deciding to just bring on Thuram. And that's about it for me, I think. I don't think I'll make any other changes. So, we'll jump in. feel like this game, I think I could get a win out of it. I mean, so I'm kind of hyped about it. I'm hoping I can get something done here that's very productive. So at the end of the day, I just want to get a win. I just really want to get that one. So I'm hoping I can do that.
Hello everybody and welcome to today's match.
Tensions are going to be high. Tensions are going to be absolutely high for this game. I mean, we have to win. We have to. Now jumping in, you have Mbappe here. And Salah teeing up here. I don't know what kind of skill move is that, Salah, but it kind of worked because now he's kind of through. And yeah, then we just kind of get pressed out there, so not a good look. But at least we win the ball back at the end of the day. And then Holland decides, you know what, let me just take a shot real quick, and goes out. Now this corner, I was furious. I was like, what in the world was that? But we had to keep our heads down and we had to keep pushing. Close call there, close call, absolutely close call. And then Thuram makes that blister run through, and boom. Half time. But hold on. Did my opponent just disconnect? I'm kind of like excited for this, you know. I'm like, whoa, did my opponent just disconnect here? And I think he did. It looks like he did, but I'm not taking that. I'm going in for one more game. One more game. Simply put, I'm going in for one more game. I kind of want to win a real match for once, and I'm not just going to keep drawing because that's pretty annoying. But we get a game and we go in. Spirits are high after that. Of course, we got the win unofficially because he disconnected. I don't take that as wins. I just take that as, hey, he disconnected. And this is my opponent's team. Pretty good. I liked it. I like it. It looks nice. And this is my team, of course. And we're jumping in.
Hello everybody and welcome.
Now, I was kind of worried because like all three guys I've faced so far, pretty tough teams to beat. Pretty tough teams. You know, not free to play. You can tell they've spent some sort of money on the game. But, you know, we jump in. Stojkovic here, making a run. McAllister over here. McAllister decides, let me take a shot real quick. And he skies it. It wasn't even that far off, but in my opinion, he skied that. Again, swinging an attack here, Cherki. I don't know what I was doing. I could have just kept running straight and I probably would have been fine. Instead, I decided to do some random zigzagging and that didn't work out. And now you can see kind of the game turning into like ping pong almost in a way. We're not really scoring on each other. We're kind of just passing the ball around in our own halves here, getting really good chances, but kind of just fumbling possession, which is kind of annoying. Fumbling chances, you know, which is very, you know, not just kind of, very. You know, you can see Messi here and Batistuta combining, but you know, again, it leads to absolutely nothing there. Good save. Again, goes out again, and now just waiting on that. So Gerard passes it in to Stojkovic, and Stojkovic takes a shot, but it's deflected once again by David Raya. UCL David Raya is something else, man. I love that puck. Another lost ball, and then Messi decided to do some random sort of half volley that doesn't really work out. And then I decided, okay. This was like probably one of the best chances in the entire game right now at that point, but it was cleared by his keeper, which is kind of unfortunate. I was hoping to get a goal. Now jumping into the second half, I'm kind of really just chasing a goal here. I kind of don't care about anything else but a goal. I really want a goal, so yeah, but I ended up losing the ball. He's brought on like heavy reinforcements here. He really wants to like push for the win. This dude hits the bar. I mean, how lucky is that? I don't know if I can be any more lucky than that. And then I decided to give the ball over to Mbappe, and for some reason Mbappe can't outpace Jude Bellingham, which is random. I mean, of course, but again, And then again, Marcelo decides, you know what, I decided it's time to like stop with Marcelo and take a shot. And his Jude Bellingham, I don't know if that was a pass or a shot, but again, that was how the game went. We were just chasing shadows effectively for 90 minutes, which was kind of unfortunate. At the end of the day, this is how it is. Now, I really liked Cherki's card, you know, in those 4 games we played, he got 2 goals, 1 assist, absolutely amazing card, and I hope to play more games with him in the future as he keeps playing, so I'm absolutely pumped to have this type of card at my disposal. So that's it at the end of the day. Peace. On a dramatic side note though, I think if City win the league, genuinely it will be a top 3 like football experience ever. Like, it is guaranteed every single like league season that Arsenal will somehow find a way to choke the league. They have been on top of the league for I don't know how long, and they are somehow going to find a way to choke. That's all I gotta say.